The Jimmy Z Show.
I'm going to tell you about a guy on Facebook who was attacking me because I said, don't fly the American flag upside down. And we've talked about this before on the show, and I knew as soon as Obama won that people all over Facebook were going to start flying that flag upside down again. It's disrespectful to the American flag to use that flag as a protest, as some kind of political statement. That's not what the flag is about. The flag deserves more respect, and military people, veterans who have fought and died for that flag, deserve better. And I'm going to show you how far some of these people have to go to spin and rationalize their desire to fly the flag upside down, because they're panicked and hysterical and they believe that the United States is over. This guy on Facebook who argued with me about using the American flag as some kind of political protest statement by flying it upside down. I am 100% against flying the flag upside down. I understand the theory that the country is in distress, but look, that flag belongs to everyone. Even members of the military who are liberal and voted for Barack Obama. That flag belongs to every American. And I remember back when Bush was president and all these liberal protesters were out there flying the flag upside down. What, you want to be like them? I don't think it's the right thing to do. You have the right to. I'm not saying you have no right to fly the flag upside down. I'm not saying that. But I'm appealing to your sense of patriotism and respect for the flag that has been fought for and people have died for. I don't know if that sentence was grammatically correct, but you get my meaning. So we're debating back and forth, and this guy named Sammer writes the following. Now remember, he's desperate now because I have explained and I've provided information online. I've posted my YouTube video, which I will again in my show notes, a YouTube video with my argument against flying the flag upside down. And so Sammer gets desperate. He says, get over yourself. It's just a flag. And once he said that, I realized that I'm dealing with someone who has been educated in the public school system and does not have a grip on American patriotism and has no respect for the American flag and what that flag means to people who have lost loved ones fighting for it. When you see a military funeral and you watch U.S. Marines removing the flag from a coffin and folding that flag with the utmost respect and putting that flag in its final form as a triangle and handing it to a widow who has just lost her husband, her children have just lost their father, you're going to tell me it's just a flag? Sammer wrote, get over yourself. It's just a flag. Fat people use it as a bikini. There are beer cozies made out of it. People fly it in the rain, in the dark, and torn. Like any of that kind of disrespect for the American flag means that it's okay to fly it upside down as some kind of political bumper sticker is nonsense. I responded, Sammer, in the case of a ship in distress, absolutely. You are exhibiting the specific problem here. It's not just a flag. Tell it to the Marines who hoisted it up on Iwo Jima. Tell them it's just a flag. Tell the firemen that raised it at Ground Zero on 9/11. Tell those firemen it's just a flag. You're a scumbag, Sammer. You're disgusting. So, of course, when you spank someone that hard, a guy like Sammer digs his heels in and becomes more emotional. I'm sorry, it is just a flag. You're disgusting if you think the Marines fought on Iwo Jima for a stupid piece of cloth, or that the firemen on 9/11 were only saving lives for a flag. You're what's wrong with the Republican Party. You're so brainwashed by the flag and blind patriotism that you're willing to do anything if it's for the flag. How do you think they got normal, everyday Germans to gas Jews in World War II? Now he's comparing my respect for the American flag to Germans gassing Jews in World War II. What a freaking lunatic. So I wrote back and I said, Sammer, you do have a right to disrespect the flag. That's true. I never said you didn't. Disrespect away. And he typed a bunch of nonsense. He said, that's exactly what I'm doing because you don't have respect for American values. You're so caught up in worshiping the flag. I bet you support anti-American policies like the Patriot Act in the name of the flag. You're one of the few I've found that is so completely mind-numbingly retarded that I could literally get you to shoot your mother if I told you she hated the flag. And of course I told him that there's a difference between respecting the flag and worshiping the flag. I certainly don't worship the flag, but he would have none of it. The American flag is a lot more. It's amazing I even have to say this to someone who claimed to be conservative but voted for Gary Johnson. That's a libertarian there. And I've told you many times that libertarians have much more in common with liberals than they do with conservatives. When someone tells me it's just a flag, it's just a piece of cloth, I know that there's something wrong in their political philosophy that could treat the U.S. flag with that much respect. I don't think for 1 minute that most people who are flying the flag upside down, whether it's in front of their house or on Facebook, have that much disrespect for the American flag. This guy is an exception. He is a wild-eyed, crazy-ass libertarian clown who truly believes, by the way, he truly believes this. He's not just speaking rhetorically in order to argue with me. He truly believes that the American flag is just a flag. It's just a piece of cloth. Get over yourself.
Please stand up. Face the flag. Put your hand on your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, it's just a flag. It's just a piece of cloth. Get over yourself. Stupid right-winger. Unbelievable. I do think that it's a shame that people get that far off track. And I think that's one of the reasons why conservatism is connecting with the rest of the American people, because there are people like this guy who are utter crackpots. And of course, we all know that there are liberals out there that we disagree with on every issue, but at least they respect the flag. And this guy comes along and says, nah, it's just a piece of cloth. Those Marines on Iwo Jima, they weren't fighting for some stupid piece of cloth. That shows me that Sammer does not understand what that flag represents. He doesn't get it. He does not understand why it was so important for those firemen, for their own sake. And of course, it meant a lot to all Americans, but Sammer does not understand why it was so important for those firemen to raise the American flag at ground zero as soon as humanly possible. Because that flag means so much. Not because it's a stupid piece of cloth. They could have raised soiled baby diapers if it was just a cloth. And it means nothing, then fine, raise anything. But no, the American flag means so much more than red and blue and white material. And all of these states, represented by the stars on that flag, are important both singularly and to each other. And that's why I'm completely against the idea of secession, even talking about it. It's an insult. Again, it's an insult to people who have fought and died for this country. We made it through the Civil War, for God's sake. And you're going to say, well, Texas, we should just get out of the Union now. No. That's stupid. And as a conservative, it's embarrassing. I think conservatism, Republican conservatives, Christian conservatives, has a much better message for America than, oh, we're going to secede from the Union now because we don't like Obama. We're going to fight for this country. We're not going to run away from it. What are you talking about? Running away from the fight. Destroying the United States of America over an election. Not the right thing to do.
The Jimmy Z Show.
Don't want to deal with a lot of flippity-flab or mumbo-jumbo. No gobbledygook.
The Jimmy Z Show.